So we have all had severe disappointment. Worked really hard for something and then had it fall through. It's part of the human condition. It's part of the human experience. But what can you do when you're facing that? As many of you know, my son Sam's college team got to play at nationals this last weekend. My husband and I went down, and it was just so excited. They had worked so hard to get there. And this was a makeup from the last 2 years. So there were students that had graduated that had gotten to come back because there hasn't been any competition for 2 years. So it was a really special opportunity to get the team back together again to play. There were, we were all in California, 35 students, athletes, 20 parents had come, and then a teammate tested positive for COVID. And then when they tested the whole rest of the team, 5 other people had it as well. And the decision was made that they would not be playing. And you can imagine the disappointment these players felt. This was a really unique opportunity and never a chance to do this again. To not be allowed to see their work come to fruition. I was reading an article by Kathy Gilbert, who compares 2 ways of dealing with difficulty: the idea of perseverance and the idea of resilience. She sees perseverance as the idea of remaining steadfast when pursuing difficult goals or overcoming obstacles. The attention is really on the problem. Its focus is the difficulty that you have to get through. And it has value to keep going in that. So perseverance is that runner that just keeps pushing through the pain. Instead, with resilience, you're focusing on the strength that's within you, not the problem. Gilbert says it's the capacity to embrace all that makes life worth living in the face of challenges. It is the degree to which we can recover from or even transcend our previous level after misfortune or change. Now, the Latin root means to rebound. And she goes on to say, I believe that resilience is grafted onto the human spirit. When we can come to believe that we have been given a gift that allows us not just to come back from adversity, but to come back better. Then we can find the hope we need while facing that adversity, and then we can bounce back. Resilience is a quality that can transform us into better versions of ourselves. So resilience is taking your eyes off the disappointment or the problem and putting it on your strength within. And then looking for the lesson in this tragedy, in this difficulty, and finding the gift in it. So one of the things that Sam's team has already gotten from this is a lesson in putting others first. So Ultimate is a sport that's rooted in integrity, and the coach led by example. He was honest about reporting, he was honest about testing, and really put the students, not just his own students, but the students of every school that attended the competition, that their health was more important than winning nationals. And that is a lesson that they can remember the rest of their lives. So if you're facing a deep disappointment, these last 2 years have been full of opportunities given and revoked, possibilities and disappointments. We can keep that strength and resilience, knowing that there is a power moving through us that is greater than any difficulty we are facing. And to begin to look for the blessings in this process. Blessings.